Hello everyone, I am Dhruv and you are watching Learn with Dhruv. This is episode 8 of IELTS Speaking. Today's topic is describe a person you admire. You should say who the person is, how you know this person, what this person does, what qualities this person has, and explain why you admire this person. One person who has had the most profound influence on my life is my father. From an early age, he has been my primary role model, not only because of what he achieved professionally, but more importantly, because of the values he embodies in his everyday life. He is an exceptionally hardworking and disciplined individual who built our family's stability through perseverance and self-sacrifice. We did not always have easy circumstances, and there were periods when financial pressure or personal challenges tested our resilience. However, my father never allowed hardship to weaken his determination or ethical principles. Instead, he approached every obstacle calmly and methodically, teaching me, often without words, the importance of patience, consistency, and accountability. One quality that truly distinguishes him is his unwavering sense of responsibility towards our family. He always placed our education and personal development above his own comfort. There were countless instances where he delayed his own needs so that we could have access to better schooling, educational resources, or emotional stability. At the same time, he remained deeply compassionate. No matter how demanding his day had been, he always made time to listen, offer reassurance, and guide us with thoughtful advice. Beyond our household, he is also highly respected within our community for his honesty and willingness to help others. Whether it is offering practical support or simply acting as a trusted confidant, people naturally gravitate towards him, which to me further reflects the strength of his character. To me, my father represents true success, not defined by wealth, social status, or public recognition, but by integrity, consistency, and service to others. His example continues to shape my personal decisions and long-term ambitions. Even today, whenever I face a difficult choice or moment of uncertainty, I find myself asking what he would do in that situation. For this reason, he remains my most enduring source of inspiration and the benchmark by which I measure my own growth. Moving on to follow-up questions and their answers. The first question, do you think everyone needs a role model? Not necessarily everyone, but I believe having a role model is incredibly beneficial. Role models provide concrete examples of discipline, resilience, and ethical behavior that can guide personal development. While some people learn primarily through self-reflection, others are more effectively motivated by observing admirable qualities in someone they respect. Next question. Can a person have more than one role model at the same time? Absolutely. It's quite common for people to draw inspiration from different individuals for different life areas. For instance, someone might admire a parent for personal values, a teacher for intellectual development, or a public figure for leadership qualities. This diversified influence allows individuals to cultivate a more well-rounded personality. Next question. Are role models more important for children or for adults? I would argue that role models are more vital during childhood and adolescence because values, habits, and self-identity are still forming at that stage. Children naturally imitate behavior, so positive figures can profoundly shape their moral compass. However, adults may still seek mentors during career transition or major life decisions. Next question. Do social media influencers affect today's idea of role models? Yes, very significantly, and not always positively. While some influencers promote educational content or healthy lifestyles, many prioritize luxury, consumerism, and unrealistic standards of success. This can distort young people's aspirations and self-worth, especially when appearance and popularity overshadow meaningful achievements. Next question. Should famous people be careful about being role models? Definitely. Public figures carry enormous social responsibility, whether they acknowledge it or not. Their words and actions set behavioral trends, particularly for impressionable youth. Demonstrating accountability and responsible conduct is essential, as negative behavior can normalize harmful attitudes or choices. Next question. Can negative role models still teach useful lessons? Yes, they can, but indirectly. Observing the consequences of unethical behavior, arrogance, or irresponsibility can serve as cautionary lessons. Sometimes learning what not to do is just as impactful as having a positive example to follow. Why do parents often remain lifelong role models? Parents leave a lasting imprint because they influence us during our most formative years. Even as adults, people often unconsciously reflect parental habits, communication styles, and decision making patterns. Their early guidance tends to shape our moral framework long after other influences fade. Next question. Do modern societies value professional success more than moral character? Unfortunately, in many cases, yes. Contemporary culture often glorifies financial achievement, celebrity status, and outward success while placing less emphasis on integrity or compassion. That being said, there is growing awareness that moral character ultimately determines long term respect and meaningful leadership. Next question. Should schools formally teach students about positive role models? I strongly believe they should. Educational programs that highlight inspiring real world figures can foster motivation, resilience, and ethical awareness. Such lessons help students develop aspirations grounded in substance rather than superficial popularity. In the following 4 slides, I have created a list of some of the vocabs that I have used in this cue card. Feel free to pause the video and go through this list if need be. Try using today's cue card and follow up questions to record yourself and check your fluency. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe the channel, and share it with friends who are preparing for IELTS. Comment below and tell me if there is any topic that you would like me to make a video on. This is Dhruv from Learn with Dhruv. Thanks for watching.